Hi, LHD here. Welcome to Design Democracy. I have a toot for you today, a tutorial on how to properly hang artwork. Now, as a designer, I go into a lot of clients' homes and I cry when I see the artwork on the floor leaning against the wall because nobody knows how to properly hang it. So today I'm going to show you how to do that. Step one, flip over your little art piece and figure out if it has Mr. Triangle. So check this out. That's one of the most common ones that you'll find for an inexpensive ready-made frame. Number two is Mr. Sawtooth, and that would just require a tiny little nail. And number three, wire hanger. And unlike Joan Crawford, I actually like that because it's a sign of quality. Let's talk a little bit more in depth about hook, anchor, or screw. No, that is not the name of a punk rock band, I promise. It's the actual fasteners that you have an opportunity to use to hang your artwork properly. So let's start with hook. Now, hook is actually a brand name of picture hangers. They are my favorite. So if you're going in drywall, this is a safe bet. The reason why is that they're great quality and they hang anything from 5 pounds up to 100 pounds. So whether you have a tiny piece of artwork or a big ass mirror, you can be guaranteed that it won't fall off the wall. Here's what I love most about the hook hangers. They have the little J twist to them, just like an elephant trunk, but they also have a collar on them. You can see the bigger picture there. So that guides the nail into the proper angle so that it won't pull off the wall. That's the best thing about them. Now, there are other types of J hangers like this that are on the market, and they're far less expensive than the hooks, which will make you shudder a little bit when you buy them, but it's worth it, I promise. Now, how do I feel about the other inexpensive ones? That's how I feel about them. Don't bother. So that's the hook. Now, the anchors are very interesting because there are several different varieties. The ones that you will see most often, especially if you buy a piece of artwork, sometimes it will have that little plastic wrapped baggie with these in them. Now, these plastic anchors are jink. You know what I feel about these? That's what I feel about those. Don't bother at all. What you want to use instead, if you're going into drywall, is one of these styles instead. And what these do is they cinch up behind the wall. So the plastic ones just sort of behind the wall, so it's easy to pull out. These guys, it's nearly impossible. Now, please remember, if you're going to take this out of the wall, you'll need to patch it. It's going to leave a big ass hole, but it will keep your items safe and they won't fall off the wall. Third option, if you're going to an actual stud rather than drywall, just a regular screw. It'll hold beautifully for you. But again, whenever there's an opportunity, I would say go hook because it has the best opportunity for keeping your artwork safe. And if you're making the investment, especially if it has a wire hanger on the back, best way to go. After you have decided whether hook, anchor, or screw are best for you, I have a designer tip to make sure that you measure properly. Remember how I mentioned how tragic it is for me to see artwork laying against the floor and the wall in clients' homes? It's even worse for me when I see artwork that is mismeasured on the wall and it's hanging up awkwardly high or low. Here's how to prevent that. My beautiful grandmother's going to help out with this. So if I flip them around, you will see the wire hanger. So here's what you need to keep in mind to make sure to measure properly. If you take tape measure, use the bottom tang and pull up. That dimension to the top is what you need to measure down after you mark it on the wall. So if you put your measurement on the wall, go down that amount, and that's the proper height for hanging. So I hope you enjoyed this toot of hanging artwork properly and that you feel empowered to make the right choice to protect your investment and hang some beautiful things on the wall. Thank you for joining us today at Design Democracy. Make sure and subscribe. Check out all the other cool toots and T-nets and comps and faves. Check out my book, Remodeling Your House Without Killing Your Spouse. And thanks for joining us today. Cheers.